everyone right now is clamoring for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Bellabel Park, whatever the fuck. It hasn't come out yet. It's coming out in like 5 days, or like the end of the week. And you know what I say? I say fuck that. I don't want some mamby-pamby, multiplayer content for people who have friends. Sorry, Nintendo. Instead, I'm gonna play Super Mario Bros. Wonderland, the original. The good shit. As well as Bellabel Challenge. So Super Mario Bros. Wonderland, I think, came out like a year ago. It probably came around relatively soon after actual Mario Wonder, which would make sense. But they recently updated it in a 40th anniversary collection of a bunch of other Mario games. But there's never ending. I can always play Mario games on this wonderful Mario Monday. I don't know, the music really does give me like plug-and-play music sounds. Like, this is the kind of shit you'd hear in plug-and-play. Turn that down a bit. A little bit. But no, yes, this is a recreation of Mario Wonder as if it was from the 80s, I suppose. That was the intent. Which is pretty neat, because, I mean, I like Mario Wonder. I also like games from the 80s, and I like Mario. I mean, it's fun to imagine a modern Mario game in an older style. People have done that before. And Mario Wonder really captured the hearts and minds of the youth out here. Okay, this music is loud. It looks good. There really are infinitely many Mario fan games. Like, I got more to play next week. Isn't there? It's not a bad thing. It's that the love of this Italian mushroomed, mustachioid man. Sorry, I'm getting arranged. There we go, we're good. Look, guys, it's those purple coins from Mario Wonder that everyone remembers. The iconic, weirdly shaped purple coins. Captured their souls. I captured your fucking soul. Put it in a goddamn bank. Yo, the Wonder Flower said something. I don't know what he said. Is that rude to say? Can I? I can't pick that up. I like that the Wonder Flowers speak to me. They don't... You can't hear what they say, but they do say words. Yep. It feels alright. This is a fan game, by the way. Elephant. Oh my god. So this is a specific version of this, from what I can understand. The person who wrote the descriptions for this game and the other version of this game are all, like, unclear sounding. I would say they probably were translated in English. So I can't describe it very well. If this is a version of another game that already exists or not, but it might be. Guys, look, it's the Wonder Effect. I don't know what the Wonder Effect is, but they did it. They did a Wonder Effect. God, it's fun. Do you think I play Mario too much? Is that a possibility? Holy shit. Flashing effect warning, by the way. Hey, little Poplio? What are you guys' names? What are they got? Poplins. Sorry, Poplio is that fuck-ass stupid Pokemon nobody likes. Poplins were the little guys from Wonder. I got it right. I remember. I think this was partially worked on before the game actually came out. Wonder, at least. So a lot of this was done from just, like... Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think some of it was like, oh, the first trailer came out, and they were like, fuck, we gotta get working. And they started immediately on a fan game. Which I can respect. As someone who's never made a fan game, it's probably a good way of actually oh, fuck you! Sticking through a project. And making a thing. Which, you know, making a thing is difficult. I don't know if if it ever occurred to you. You know, making a thing is hard. Making a good thing is even harder. Oh, yoo-hoo! Troll. Oh. Wow, some troll-ass level design here. Speaking of which, there's a Troll Mario World competition that just happened, which I'm gonna play soon. Is there any benefit? Oh! Oh, I have the trunk! I have the. Do I want? I mean, I got Elefante Mario, and I feel like I would want that more. I don't know why, but because a lot of the episodes of the Mario, I think all the episodes of the Super Show are on YouTube. I needed something in the background at work, and I just put on the Super Show. I think I was watching people go over the thing I played last Monday, the Pasta La Vista, which has a lot of references to Super Show. And I was like, you know what? Let's just watch through like an episode or two of the original. And I didn't realize the first episode of the Super Show was the one where he gets this fucking spaghetti in his overalls. The one where Bowser gets his feet licked. A lot of shit happens in that episode. Like, guacamole, Batman. He's Italian! Yeah, he is. It's crazy, I know. Is Batman Italian? Fucking stupid fuck. You know, I didn't buy the Wonder Flower. I forgot to mention it, but the Wonder Flower physical product that talks to you throughout the day came out. A lot of people like it. People say it's like fun. You know, periodically it'll just chime in and say stuff. Wow, your feet really smell. I wonder. Never mind. I don't know what the flowers say. But they just talk. It's just a little guy to chatter to you and make you feel less alone. I don't know how long this is, by the way. So there's a chance this might not even be long enough. We'll see. Fuck my controls. Hey, it's those ants. Are those from Mario Land 2? What are those guys? The Saturday's Bowser experience the joy life. It'll be toast-sucking good time. But no, yes, he basically... I think it's because a couple of Bowser's minions were sucking up to him. In a figurative sense. Bowser's like, listen, I'll tell you when I want my feet licked. As in a joke about, you know, oh, tell him what he wants to hear, only when he wants to hear it. And then he immediately goes, I want my feet licked. And then for like 30 seconds, I'm not even kidding, because for like an extended period of time, they fucking lick his feet. And it's like, why did it go on for so long? Because he's talking. Like, he's telling, like, people, his troops, his plans, whatever. But the entire time, Bowser's getting his feet licked. And you can see, like, the fucking slobber coming off. It's like, why did they choose to do it for such an extended period of time? They could have stopped as soon as he was making his plans, but they're like, no, we'll keep it happening. Like, why did... Okay. I get it's a fun joke about, like, you think he's talking about... I don't know, like, did kids get the nuance of, oh, he's talking about wanting people to, like, you know, say nice things about him or whatever. But in the show, he's talking about literally getting his feet licked. Maybe feet fetishes didn't exist in 80, 87 or 90, whenever that show came out. You know, maybe that's it. It was invented by John Footman in 90... Fuck! My fingers... I keep forgetting what my fingers are doing. I know that's the stupidest thing to say, but I can't remember. Yeah, but John Footman came up with the idea of looking at feet in a sexual light. He wrote a paper on it. The foot in you. Sex in the modern era. It's like the Kama Sutra but with feet. I don't know if the Kama Sutra has feet in it. I actually have no idea. I don't know what I'm talking about, but listen, there's logic there. It's like Gordon Freeman, you got John Feetman. Very important distinction. Speaking of which, I should play Half-Life Alyx soon. Before they fucking go and announce and release Half-Life 3 in 2 months from now. Wait, what? Wonder Flower? Oh, it's just a star, okay. It's not a very interesting power-up. Come on, you couldn't have made it cooler than that? You ever wonder about the star in Mario? Because it like incentivizes you to run. But in my mind, it's like, well, don't you want to explore? I feel like it's inherently like de-incentivizing you to explore the level in a way that makes sense because you're too busy rushing ahead. Like, get the secrets. Maybe I'm splitting hairs here, man. Nobody likes split hairs. Unless you do. Ooh. Guys, imagine if Mario was a caveman. That'd be funny, huh? What the fuck did you say to me, Wonderflower? Oh, goddamn. No Kinda for me. All I could think about today was a book. I've mentioned before that I've been reading The Wheel of Time, which is a 15-book series. Today I just finished the 12th book. I know this music. Why do I know this? I mean, it's not. It's kind of generic. It's from those chord patterns, but this still feels like it's distinctly familiar. But I've been reading The Wheel of Time, 15-book series, whatever. And I know for some people it's like, what do you mean a book series that's 15 books long? Were you insane? And I've been taking it intentionally slow, otherwise I would have read the entire book series in a month. By slow, I mean like longer than a year, but that's because I want to take my time with it. Wow, I'm eating shit. I got to the 12th book and finished it today. And now here's where the problem arises. So the author of this series died before finishing it. And he initially wanted one more book. A Memory of Light. He got old. He left extensive notes about how it was going to end and what he was going to do. Because he was getting old. He got diagnosed with a condition, and he basically said, if I can't finish it, at least the notes are going to be there. And now I'm at the point where I finished the last book he wrote. And the author who took over is Brandon Sanderson, which is a very, popular and well-liked author in his own right. And he made his own series of books. He's got, like, multiple series, like Way of Kings, all this stuff that people... Very popular. People like him. He's in the modern era. People are a big fan of his series of books. And he decided... Well, first of all, one thing is he thought, there's so much stuff to cover that I don't think I can do this all in one book. So he chose to split it into 3. So instead of, ending on, I guess, what would have been book 13, which would, in a weird sense would have made sense, because 13 is an important number in the series in some respects, it goes up to 15. I don't care about that much. It's more book, whatever, more to read. But alongside that, he had to write it instead of the author. And as I've heard from various fans of the series, the writing style changes and the way the characters are portrayed for certain characters changes. And that's like really, it's not worrisome, and I already know that. And the author himself has acknowledged after the fact that, yeah, this character specifically, I know it could have been better in. But that's really like, it's just sad, Because I love this series, and a part of the reason I love the series is because I love how it's written. I love how the characters are portrayed, I love how the things that happen. It's not just the events, It's not just what happens, it's how it happens, how it's described, how it's written. This book, these series of books are really excellent at certain things. And one of them is they show a lot. It's the whole show don't tell thing. It does that really well. In a sense of like, it builds a situation in a world and characters, and you see the characters, and you see their interactions, and you see their reactions to other people and to events. And then you get all the information you need to know what the situation is, how the characters feel about the situation, about everything. There was enough info there at all times for you to kind of understand what's going on and how people feel about it. And it's really good. It's great, even. I really, really like it. I'm a big fan, obviously, because I've been reading it. And it's also, it's well written. It's also, it can be quite funny. Now people are like, what, books are funny? What are you, stupid? And I can tell you that genuinely, there are sections in the book that will make me laugh out loud because of it. And it's not like a book where like a character explicitly tells a joke, or it's like a silly bit of writing. It's never that kind of a joke. It's a joke in the situation, which I think is good writing. Here's a longer example. I don't want to spoil too much, but I don't think anyone here gives a shit if I talk in detail about a 15-series book, because no one's gonna fucking read it. Nobody reads these days anyways. But in the second book, by a small twist of fate, people at this city call one of our main characters a lord, because it's something in his last name, and he's a farmer, initially. He's obviously our main character, he's definitely gonna be more than that, but... and he's like, I'm not... But people call him that anyways, it's a little bit of a joke. He tries to use it to his advantage and tell his friends, hey, fuck off, I'm a lord now. And he doesn't mean that, he just says that so he can save them from the danger he's in. Twist of fate, they end up coming with him. So of course he just told them to fuck off, he's a lord now, and then they think he's being legitimate instead of leaving him to his fate alone. And, you know, whatever. And just twist of fate, every single thing that happens to him in the entire book conspires to make him seem like he is a lord, some fancy lord. All of his clothes were replaced, so he went on this trip and he doesn't have any clothes worth wearing for a trip. They're all fancy lord's clothes. You know, he gets separated, and the guy who comes with him in the group that's separated with him in a weird twist of fate is a guy who's like a sycophantic, and like is like, oh, you're my lord, you'll get me out of this, right? And because they got separated from the group and they're in this bad situation, instead of crushing this man's spirit, it's like, yeah, okay, I'll be a lord for this man specifically, because there's the social contract that a lord takes care of their, you know, their people to get out of things safely. So he plays the role. Then he gets to a town, or a city rather, where everybody in the city, you know, all these lords, play something called the Game of Houses, in which they wheel and deal to, you know, fuck each other over so they can rise in the ranks. And he's dismissive of the entire thing. But his little manservant, who's like, he's a sycophantic manservant, is like, nah, man, you have to play it. And he's like, nah, I don't want to play it. So every time someone tries to get him engrossed in this by sending him, like, here's a letter, come to my estate to meet this new outlander lord who comes to their town, he just says, he's nah, fuck it, and he burns the letter publicly so everyone can see it. He's like, I don't play this game. But because everyone in the town's so crazy, they think there's no way he doesn't play the Game of Houses. Everybody plays the Game of Houses. If he's denying he's playing the Game of Houses, that means he's so deep in the game, we can't even understand it. So by burning every letter he gets, he somehow fucking, like, manages to luck his way into being so entrenched in the game that he gets letters from the most important people in the city, like the king, sends him a private letter saying, come with me. And it's just, every single thing he doesn't want to happen, he wants to be a normal guy, every single thing goes against his wishes for him to just be seen and treated as this fucking lordly person. There's a purpose to it as well. It's not like it's just for yucks, but it's very funny. Because there's a point where he's like, listen, man, I'm not a lord, I'm a farmer. And I think the book writes, the manservant looks at him like he's fucking insane. They don't say that, but there's something similar. And for me, it's very funny. And it might not sound funny, but it's the way it's written and the situation you find yourself in makes it really, it's stupid. Every time something happens and he's just like, for fuck's sake. But he can't get rid of it. And it works because it works for his character as well as someone who's developing as someone who is just, you know, following people, going through these things, to being someone who has to be a leader and has to take on that kind of a role in real, not just in, like, fake. He gets his independence, he gets better at leading people. And that's the kind of thing where it's like, it's well-written humor when you actually read it, and you read specific instances of that specific thing happening. You could write that and it'd be not funny at all, depending. But the way the author writes it makes it really engaging, really funny, really interesting. Again, the author has good prose. He doesn't just have good ideas and good outline story. He's got interesting, developed characters that really feel fleshed out and real and defined. And you really feel them when they grow. As a story and as it's written, it's excellent. And from what I've heard, some of the things that this author does well, the author that replaced him after he died doesn't do those things as well. His approach to humor is a little bit more juvenile, not quite as fleshed out. Some of his ways of portraying characters and telling prose isn't as good either. Not that he's not a good author, he just specializes in different things. He's a bit more into, like, he's got elaborate world building and this and that and the other thing. Which this does too, in a sense, but there's a level for me to be like, God, man. Not that I've reached the end of the good books, but it's sad that I can't finish the series the way the author would have done originally. It's going to end the same way, and I can see the ending of all of this, but it's a shame that the writing, which is such a meaningful part of it, isn't going to be there. Sorry, long diatribe. I could talk, again, guarantee you, I could talk about this book series and its characters in detail for like 6 hours. I could tell you about every single book and how the characters are defined in each book and what events happen in each book that lead them to change, how that is impacted by later parts of this. I could talk about this all day. I don't want to, because I'm just not going to blatantly spoil a series of books. But it is, I guess it's classical comedy writing from, like, fucking Shakespeare onwards, you know. It's situational. What? I'm tiny? Was that a poison mushroom, or was that, like... Or was that... that was... Oh, man, I'm small. I mean, there's other small bits of comedy. There's an example of, like, a guy is breaking in to, you know, a place. He's on the rooftops. He stumbles across another guy on the rooftops. He's asking, what are you doing on these rooftops? I got something to do. All these characters are characters you've met, by the way, but none of them have met each other. So you recognize every person on this rooftop, and they don't recognize each other. So guy's on the rooftop, he bumps another guy on the rooftop, and they argue and they fight for a bit before agreeing to, like, work together. Then as they're going forward, they stumble across more people on the rooftop. What the fuck? Is this power-up? Yo, is this fucking Mega Man? Sorry, this is like the fucking... What is that power-up with the dog? But you have it like where it shoots a platform up and you can ride it. Is this meant to be bubble? Also, I can float. Weird. No, but it's just a... Basically, you have the inner thoughts of the character being like, how many bloody people are going to end up on this fucking rooftop? And it's good. Depending on which characters, it's very good. And it's all about the situation. It's the situation and the characters and the reactions to a situation that makes the humor the humor. What the fuck is his power-up? Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me the evil fucking mushroom. Whoever invented the poison mushroom is a cruel and hellish mistress. But no, I could. I mean, I could talk about books for a long time. Funny that I don't talk about books very often, but I just figured most people don't find them interesting. Or stories. Even though I do. I very much do. Listen, man, I could be one of those, like, YouTubers that talks about books and writes about books and be fucking prolific. You don't even know. Why do we talk about Mario? Why have I not been talking about Mario at all? I'm still considering whether it's worth picking up one of the talking flowers just for myself, or maybe to give as a gift. They seem fun. They seem like a fun little thing. I don't know if I would want the Bellabel Park thing. As far as there still isn't much single player from what I've seen. There's just challenges. And I don't know if like all of the reviewers have come out yet, or we've seen like, you know, it comes out what, the 26th. As of yet, it still hasn't seemed worth it. I would need somebody that I would trust to tell me if there's enough in there for me to want to get into. Because currently, I don't think so. Currently, it just doesn't seem so. Is that a key? What is a key for? A key? I can't go left. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, they treat this like regular Mario, where you can't keep going left. Oh. Yeah. Ah. My goodness. But yeah, the whole Bellabel Park Mario Wonder thing, I'm not here to tell you it's bad, because it's probably not. It's probably very high quality. But it's just stuff that I wouldn't appreciate. So for me, it probably would be a waste of money. Which is a shame, because that might be the only, like, new... Oh, goddammit, there's a key. Might be the only new Mario stuff we're gonna get for a little while. I got water in my trunk. So, oh, fuck off! God damn it. I was like, there's gotta be a water elephant Mario thing. But I haven't been able to use it because I keep dying every time I get goddamn, thick Mario. I wonder what Mario game we're gonna get next. I know there were rumors, or quote-unquote leaks of Mario Titans, which was like AI generated, but people were like, it could be real, looks close enough. And apparently, like, it blatantly used like an environment from another game or something in a certain aspect. The one thing that I gotta say is AI has made the idea of leaks so much less interesting. Because if it's AI stuff, well, who gives a shit? You know, it just makes, like, people used to put effort to try to make something realistic, and that made it more believable that something could be real if it was really legit looking, you know? How do I get in there? What? How do I... Fuck, what? Maybe I need like the elephant power-up or something, I don't know. No, but the idea of a leak of a game or a system or whatever. I remember like the NX leaks back in the day. We're like, oh, that's cool. I don't know why that became fucking Beavis. That's cool. But it was kind of neat to see stuff. And, you know, people made those on purpose to fuck with people, which is, you know, whatever, cruel to you. But there was a fun to it, too. And now it's like, okay, people could AI generate anything to look as realistic as fucking possible. Which means you can trust nothing. All the fun of a leak. Or like, even like video game, like this Grinch leak and shit, where they made it as realistic, seemingly. They had like, oh, this was from a company, here's the standee, or whatever. The Grinch leak is so funny. And everyone believed it. Everyone really had like, the Grinch leak, it's real. Fuck, even I was like, you know what, I wonder. It feels like the idea of like, the fun aspect of like looking at leaks, or like getting like rumors and stuff, it's all gone. A little bit. It's not full. Okay, it's not fully gone. There's still gonna be real ones, and you can still find them. But it does feel like now that anything could be believable. If someone posts an image of something, it's just like, ah, whatever. It's not real. AI. High-effort shitposts have been belayed by the invention of people just making shit using goddamn AI. What a sad world we live in, you know. Even the shitposts aren't fun anymore. In order... Wah! What the fuck was that hitbox, you asshole, you motherfucker? Stupid idiot, dumbass goomba. Yeah, get out of here. You go back to Brooklyn. Nobody likes your kind over here. Get back to Brooklyn. Do you think Mario likes living in Brooklyn? Or did? Or do you think he's like... He's fucking sick and tired of that? He's happy. He's fucking out of there, dude. He's out of the fucking boroughs of New York. What do you think he misses most? Most. What do you think he misses most? I don't know, man. Fucking pizza? Probably, I mean, I would. If I lived in New York, and it could have, like, fucking New York pizza, like John's on Bleecker Street or whatever, anytime I want, go to Grimaldi's, and then I just didn't have it anymore, you know how fucking sad I would be? I would be heartbroken. That I'm leaving like the world's best goddamn pizza location in the world. I said world twice. That's how important it is to me. Like no matter where else I live, places might be good, but no one's gonna be like at the level in the like the tri-state area. I won't even say New York specific. I'll just say that in the tri-state area, you're not gonna get anything better than that, you know. It's the fucking pinnacle. It's the peak. Then you hit, like, you go to somewhere else where it's the fucking Nadia. No. God damn it. I'm a bit of a pizza purist. In my personal opinion. I like pizza. Well enough. I love pizza, even. It's not an everyday thing, especially recently when if you eat healthier, you're more inclined to eat healthy. By the way, your body's like, I need, like, fucking broccoli. And your body just shuts down if you don't give it broccoli. Auto-scroller, what the fuck? Okay. I was talking about pizza. But I'm a bit of a pizza purist. In terms of, I like a classic pepperoni as, like, my favorite. Like a real solid, like, just... pepperoni. Hey, Big Bertha. Like, you can do other stuff, of course you can, and I don't mind some of the other stuff, but nothing's ever gonna, like, beat just the classic. Solid pepperoni. Ah. Fuck you, Big Bertha. I miss it when you were just like a pleasingly plump lady in the Super Mario movie back in the 90s. And you danced the dinosaur song on Mario. No. No. But yeah, I'm not gonna get mad at people for like, you like pineapple pizza, you're a fucking fiend. I would never do that, alright? People have preferences and it's okay. And I do understand that. But, like, God, man, you can't, like, just beat a classic. I guess I'm very much that way in many cases. I'm someone who likes, like, oh, I like my favorite video game is the first game in a series. I like the old shit. Old man. Boomer tastes. Unk-coated, as some people would I wouldn't say that, though. I would never say that. But I don't know, I don't know. I don't know if I'd fit in New York or not. Part of me wants to say I would. I mean, that fuck shit. I think I have to collect the 3 Wonder Seeds, the Wonder Coins, whatever the fuck it is in this game, to get the Wonder Flower and Wonder Effect. Oh no.
Yeah, Colonel. Seems to me that in these days, it seems to me that all there is on...
How does the fucking Family Guy theme song go? Because I heard it in my head. Seems today.
Yeah, Colonel. Seems today that all you see...
Seems today that all you see is... sex and violence on your team. What has it go? I can't remember. How can I... Listen. How can I not remember the fucking Family Guy theme song? What's wrong with me? That's like... culture. It's culture. That's like not knowing Shakespeare. Fuck. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like my eyes are half closed right now. It might be a little bit of tiredness. Which is an easy excuse, but it is a good one since it's usually applicable, and I actually genuinely get very poor sleep for some reason. I remember waking up and it's like, why is it 1 a.m.? Or 2 in the a.m.? And then I was like, oh, okay, let me, like, do the stuff I should have done before I fell asleep sitting on the couch. And then, like, brush my teeth and went back to bed. And I was like, that's probably bad. You know, I don't actually know how I made it. That sound was accidental, and then I just kept going with it. Funny how many sounds the human body can make. Sorry, that sounds like a fucking evil thing that a torturer would say. Like, if you have, like, a guy who's torturing somebody for information,
he would go, you know, it's funny how many different sounds the human body can make. Crunk!
As he fucking, like, shatters your knuckles or something. It seems today that all you see... How does it go? I feel like I'm missing a line. I'm looking this up while Marty was gonna die. Family Guy lyric. It's actually bothering me. It's annoying me that I don't know. Seems today that all you see is violence in movies. That's right. That's very funny. That's very funny. Sorry, what's more culturally impactful than Family Guy? What are you gonna say, The Simpsons? Which SpongeBob? Which is a children's show? You know, I could also tell you, and I could also talk. You know, I couldn't just talk for like 6 hours about a book series I like. More than 6 hours, probably. I could also talk for 6 hours about the character dynamics of all the characters in SpongeBob. And give evidence from the early seasons to show how they were portrayed. And how that's changed in the modern seasons of SpongeBob as the characters became less and less interesting and more flanderized. I could do that too. You want me to do that? I could talk about SpongeBob. Could I finish things fast? No. You were there every time I've streamed it. It's Mario Monday. It's not Zelda Zoo's Days. Jesus. I will be playing Link to the Past tomorrow. To finish up with the Swamp of Misery. The Swamps of Sadness from Neverending Story. It's the never-ending story. I have a friend who's never seen that movie. That's a classic. I love that movie. I mean, I guess, again, someone who likes reading books like I do. Yeah, I'm a fucking nerd. I probably would like the never-ending story. The book that never ends. And you get to be a part of it. And there's the big statues with the ladies with the big boobs, and they shoot lasers out of their eyes. Not their boobs, from their eyes, I think. I can't remember now. And when their eyes open, you die. And a luck dragon. Mario Wonder looks a little different. What are you talking about? It's the same. You got Mario, you've got the Wonder, you've got the music, you've got those weird purple coins that, like, are weird and go in the fractionals. Yeah. You've even got that iconic Mario Wonder theme song! Wow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba, it's Mario Wonder. Bum bum bum. Stop sleeping. Have you noticed that it feels like in a lot of the modern Mario games, the enemies have gotten less and less dangerous and more just like kind of fucking there? It's like the Goombas are like, he's sleeping. This guy is sleeping on the job. You know, they're fucking getting like, what are we paying you for, man? You might have missed one link to the best stream. Well, there's VODs on YouTube. If you miss a stream, you can always go watch it after the fact. I know it's not live, but if you're really curious to see me get fucking upset at the ice temple or whatever, or see me collect every single item in the goddamn game, like I did. I mean, theoretically, I could beat Link to the Past next stream. Because there's, what, 2 dungeons and then the end? Depending on how difficult the dungeons are, I could clean those up pretty quick. And then go and beat the end dungeon as well. And I don't remember how difficult or long the quote-unquote finale dungeon is in Link to the Past, or what other extra content there is after that. I can't even remember. Ganon's good. I don't remember the Ganon fight very well at all. It's not something I did a lot. Which means I'm gonna suck at it. You lost your copy of Wonder? That's sad. Wonder's a game where I enjoyed it enough where I wouldn't mind like playing through it again. Just to play the levels as they were fun. But I did do everything. God, this level by the way, this level sucks. It doesn't suck, I'm just bad. It's okay. Jesus Christ, Big Bertha. Hey, wait, Wonder Effect? Wonder Effect? Gimme. Immediate death! Wow. What was that wonder effect? It was just rain. But yeah, losing your copy of Wonder sucks, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can get another one. Play Bellabel Park! Big Bertha, also known as Yo Mama. I'm not a very big person. I would imagine I would have been a small birth. Duh. But I don't know, I could ask my mom how much I weighed when I was born. Rain, rain, go away, make me fucking die today. Fuck your ass and smell my shit. What the fuck, Bertha? You piece of shit. Why am I doing this to myself? What if I lock in? Holding my breath is how I lock in, by the way. If I hold my breath, then I either beat the level or die. It's true. It doesn't help that this is a fucking auto-scroller level. Your Mario games easier, you don't know why. Well, level design might just be easier. It's also more forgiving with lives, or easier to reset. It might not be so harsh in terms of checkpoints versus, like, having to restart an entire level, and then eventually an entire world. And also just controls might be more fluid, and therefore it feels a little easier in the modern era. Stuff like that. There's reasons. And it's probably a multitude of every single thing I just said put together. Give me that. Immediately lose my fucking... Why would I want the rain? This sucks. Fuck this Wonder Effect. This Wonder Effect summoned fish. Ah! This Wonder Effect made things worse. We're back when you beat the entirety of Star Allies in one sitting. Well, Star Allies is a short game. From just the main campaign. I mean, the idea of Star Allies, I guess it's kind of more meant to be like You're meant to replay it and then do it with all like the sub characters, and each one has like a couple of custom levels. It's not a long game, which for some people is like, well, fuck, that sucks. I don't hate it for that reason, but I get people's annoyances with Starlight being like it's not worth the price. I think it is. It's got a lot in there. It's just something that also involves a lot of repetition. I don't know. I just don't feel like I know where Star Allies sits in people's lists of good Kirby games. I think it's pretty good. Personally, I think it's a strong one. Well, I think it's yeah. I know it. I think it's stronger than people give it credit. Maybe is my only point of conclusion about Kirby. Storlays. You just got deeply invested. Fair enough. I mean, I've talked about it before. I can beat Kirby, Nightmare and Dreamland, or Nightmare Before Dreamland, whatever it's called, in one sitting. And I've done that. I've specifically done that before, and then recorded myself playing the entire thing in one sitting. Just because I thought it was a good game and I wanted to do so, and I liked it, and it's fun and it's good and it's quality. Evil. This level is so fucking long. Sorry, nobody likes auto-scrollers. Some sick fuck out there loves auto-scrollers. But most people don't like auto-scrollers. Fuck you. Okay, just focus. Duh! No, fuck, where am I? Ow! You hope you like Ocarina? I hope you do too, and if you don't, that's fair enough. It's a game that... It's an old Zelda game, and it involves a lot of exploration and thinking, and guessing, and just experimenting. But, I hope you enjoy it. If you're playing it for the first time... It's funny, despite the fact that Link to the Past is a game that I know like the back of my hand, and it's actually making me like it less for it, Ocarina of Time, I have the same kind of level of knowledge, but maybe because it's 3D, it feels less focused. I still love Ocarina of Time, and even now, I can kind of play it and feel somewhat fresh in many aspects of it. I don't know. Maybe there is more. Maybe a lot of it is just nostalgia, but I don't know. I don't know why that it appeals to me so much, even more than something like Link to the Past. But they beat Ocarina of Time like only a couple years ago again, and was like, yeah, this is great. Maybe Link to the Past just hasn't as aged as well. Like I can play other 2D Zelda games that are better than Link to the Past or more fun to me. For Ocarina of Time, I think it is just still really fun. Even when I play new Zelda games, or newer Zelda games. It has its own things going for it. You know, fuck the Wonder Flower. I know that's the point of this game, but fuck the Wonder. I can't do it, it's too hard. Shit, man. Australia's just treated fairly poorly. Seems to be most people's bottom half. It's sad. I don't know, maybe it's just because it just feels like Kirby, like generic Kirby, but I feel like it deserves more than that for how fun it actually is. I like thinking even though you have 10 brain cells. Sorry, I heard something and it freaked me the fuck out. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, I had to make sure the goblins didn't break in again. I just never show up. You just hear a blood-curdling scream, and then I just never show up on the stream again. I'm not setting up a bit. I actually have genuine paranoia. That's what happens when you live alone. You get fucking stressed every time I hear a sound. You really want to play Ocarina of Time because you've heard great things about it. Again, I don't want to like. I like it, but I admit that it is a game made in 1998. I do think it's remarkable that it is as good as it is. For when it comes to, it is remarkable for how good it is. It's like a Mario 64 in my thing, where it's like, man, how did this come out and just fucking nail it? 3D games. Everybody takes from it, you know? Everybody, like, god damn it. See, here's the thing. This is, like, not a ROM hack. This is a fucking fan game. So I can't cheat. I have to do this legit. I actually have to play good. This is going to be the rest of the stream. It's going to be me on this one. On World 2-3. Oh, god damn it. But no, I like, fuck you! I don't like the hitboxes on these Goombas. They're, like, actually perfectly square. They're, like, square hitboxes. So if you clip the corner of, like, the Goomba, you're still gonna, like, lose. Well, I can do this. I just have to play better. I think it does speak to the quality of Kirby series that something like that, which is a lot of fun, can rank so low. I mean, fair. I don't know. I think it just, for many people, just feels like another Kirby. Like, it doesn't feel like there's a gimmick or anything that makes it feel more unique than anything else. It's just Kirby. And for them, that just means it's worse. Although, I don't know, I kind of feel that way about a lot of Kirby games. Like, any of the 3DS ones, to me, just feel like, hey, look, it's a Kirby game. Sorry, Planet Robobot. I'd never, like, until I started hearing people crow about how fucking good it was, I would have just assumed it was a Kirby game with a fun gimmick, and that was it. Which, that might just be what it is. It might just be that. And I have nothing wrong with another Kirby game. You got new items, new power-ups, new levels, new, you know. And it's fun. Sometimes they do things genuinely new and novel. And the amount of stuff they put into it is worth making a new game. Like, I had joked before about, like, talking about Katamari, if they just made, like, a live service Katamari, where they just give you new levels, but keep the same engine. And I'd be like, you know what, that's kind of all I want from Katamari. Because Katamari doesn't change much. You could argue Kirby doesn't really do that much either in a lot of the games. A lot of them can be quite similar. And you could just have, like, an expansion path worth the full game. I'm joking, of course. I mean, I get why they make them new games, but the amount that actually become more novel and interesting with new modes and stuff might be different. Oh no. But it doesn't bother me with Kirby because I just like Kirby. It's just fun, especially when there's like new visuals, new aesthetics, new power-ups and stuff. Like, it's something where I don't really mind delving back into a new Kirby game. But of course, that's what Kirby, like, that was my perception of Kirby, and I think that's changed a little bit. Now we've gotten, like, Forgotten Worlds, and we get all sorts of interesting stuff. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, you fucking stupid-ass motherfucking bitch! Skibbity in the house. There's not Skibbity in my house. I checked my toilet. There's actually a little guy in there. Gordon Freeman. Come on, Gordon. We got work to do. But you know, yes, I'm sorry. There's no Skibbity in my house. I'll talk about it in a second. I'll mention that I'm a very paranoid person, but I'll get to the fact that let's keep on creeping. You maybe would be forced to put it in your bottom half due to the fucking volume. I'd have to think about mainline quote-unquote Kirby games and what that is. I guess you have Kirby 1, Kirby 2, Kirby 3, NES Kirby, Superstar. Then what? You've got, I guess, and Superstar Ultra. What were the DS ones? Were there DS ones before they were? I mean, there were before there were 3DS ones. But what were they? There's the one with the fucking mouse, which I always forget if that one's like. I feel like there were a lot of spin-off Kirby games that weren't like fully mainline Kirby games. In my perception, was like, was this a mainline one or was this one of the freak ones where you have like 50 Kirbys, you roll into a ball and touch? I don't remember what Kirby game that was, but there was a Kirby game where you have like a lot of little Kirbys that you can like poke with a stick. You know, back when Nintendo's slogan was "touching is good." Thanks, Nintendo. It was Mass Attack. That's what I was thinking of. Where it's like, that's not mainline. That's just Freak Kirby. Yeah, Kirby 1, 2, and 3, Kirby Adventure, Kirby 64, Kirby Superstar. Which I guess I played all of those. I could rank all of those. Wow, that's bullshit. You know what? I don't care. Just take me to the flagpole. Get me the fuck out of here. But then we have Squeak Squad, Amazing Mirror. Yeah, Amazing Mirrors would not be the high tier to me. And then you have the 3DS ones, which are like Triple Deluxe. Which get it because it's 3D. Oh, it's these motherfuckers from Mario Wonder. Because I'm playing Mario Wonder. Duh. Planet Robobot, Superstar, Kirby Star Allies, and I guess Forgotten Land, even though that one's so, like, you know it's Kirby enough to be Kirby. Return to Dreamland, Return to Dreamland Deluxe, that's right, or just in normal. SA, oh my god, Jesus Christ. I guess at this point I've played at least half of the Kirby games, roughly. To a degree. I played a good variety. Again, there's been rumors of a Robobot Switch port. I don't know if it would make me sad if there's a Robobot port, because then I would be like, well, fuck, I was going to play it on 3DS. I even bought the game for 3DS, and then I, you know, lose my opportunity to play it. But all that means is I need to play that game sooner rather than later before it gets to Switch. That way I have an excuse to play it again. Although I still have Triple Deluxe in 3DS, which I'll probably do first. And who, you know, what are the odds they're going to put Triple Deluxe in Switch? Eh, probably not. Got Milk. No. Fuck. Actually, I do have Milk. Amazing Mirror is not a remake. Return to Dreamland. Nightmare Before Dreamland is a remake. And a damn good one. I don't know, if I beat every Kirby game on the stream, should I do a tier list? DS is not coming to NSO. But people were talking about, like, you know, we didn't come to NSO, but they remade Return to Dreamland with bonus content. Remake as much as it's an enhanced port. They would port the game if they were going to bring it in. I mean, I feel like my tier list will just be, alright, Kirby 3 and Kirby 2, bottom tier. I mean, I would say Superstar's top tier, I don't know. Maybe not. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is probably, like, easily top 5, right? Or top 3. Probably. No, not once have I utilized the fucking ability to use water in this trunk, and I lost my power-up again. When's the Robobot remake? It's as soon as I get off my fucking high horse and make it, because I'm Mr. Sakurai. Oh, no, what are you doing here? Why do we have, like, crazy bus music? Why am I dead? Please don't bring me back to... Oh, thank God there was checkpoints. Oh, my goodness. Can I even kill you? Or are you just, like, a big lad? Oh, I have to do the whole level again? No, what are you doing? Why am I dead just live? Wait, the fucking corpses can't stream? What the fuck am I do? I'm dead. What am I supposed to do with my goddamn time? Listen, you ever watch the movie Corpse Bride by Tim Burton? Music by Danny Elfman. Shit. That movie is a movie I like. I don't know why I was, like, nervous to rent that as a kid, but, like, I used to have movie nights with my family. Or rather, my parents would be like, okay, kids, go up to the game room and fuck off so we can do whatever the hell we want. Get a time away from children. But so they would take us to Blockbuster, and we would pick out a movie, my sister each, or potentially a game if I ever felt like frisky, which I rarely did. And there's a lot of, even back then, there was like the inklings of my social anxiety coming out, where I was like, I have to pick a movie that they'll be okay with me. I was like, well, that would be weird. What if I pick that one and they think it's a weird movie, and then they'll see me as like a weird kid, and I don't want to be weird. So even then, I was like, oh fuck, I have to like make a choice here, which is stupid. Like, who gives a shit? One of those was Corpse Bride, where it's like, I don't know, I wanted it. I instead of just saying I want to watch this, I would like hum and haw and pretend not that I didn't want it and look around. When in reality, I wanted to watch the movie. I don't know why. It looked cool. It looked neat. I knew nothing about it at all. I didn't see a commercial. It was just complete blind pick. But eventually, I guess there was a time where I decided, yeah, no, I want to watch this. And chose it as my pick. It's hard, man. I doubt my parents would have given a shit if I had said I wanted this or that, Shocker of all shockers, I really like the movie. I love the movie. I really do love the movie. I think it's a lovely movie. And it's about a guy who accidentally, goes walking in the woods, accidentally marries a dead person, and she's like, oh, you married me. And then he's too awkward to, like, tell her that he was practicing to marry someone else. So he gets stuck with, this lady who thinks he's going to get married to this corpse, and she's very excited, and he just feels bad.
And it comes to a head at some point. But the thing is, the person he was going to marry in real life, he had only met the day before. It was like an arranged wedding. So in actuality, the corpse is someone he gets to know by being in the underworld, and they actually are compatible and stuff.
So he's like, well, fuck it. Maybe I should just, like, go with the corpse instead of, like, the real lady. She's awesome, dude. We can play piano and shit. We have stuff in common. Jesus Christ. And it's a lovely little story. And there's lessons there. He does not end up with the dead lady, despite their commonalities. But there's more stuff going on. It's great. I like the movie a lot. It's stop motion, claymation, for example. It's got good music. Big fan. I don't know, why are we talking about this? Because I'm dead, that's right, I'm dead and I'm alive. I meant, like, alive. Yeah, I know. I'm dead, but alive. Fuck you, Bowser Jr. Wow, this sucks. Funny how much more difficult this is when you add, like, Bowser shooting fire and fire rods. No! Oh my god! Alright, so you're going from worst to greatest, right? Okay, Planet Robobot Adventure. Adventure? Would you consider Nightmare Before Dreamland as a mainline? It's a remake, but it's like... It's still, like, feels and plays different and looks different enough, or it's not like it's not one-to-one at all. You compare, like, Nightmare Before Dreamland to the original, it's like, no, these night and day. I generally don't know if I'd count Nightmare Before Dreamland and NES Original Adventure the same, because Nightmare Before Dreamland is so much better. Like, it is so much better. It's like all of the modern Kirby with the original game. Because I don't know, if I had to rank those two separately, I would rank, obviously, Nightmare Before Dreamland way higher than I would Adventure, despite the fact that Adventure is the progenitor, the originator. There are times when I don't like the way that it feels as much. I prefer, I think, Noodle would be a barrier. Fair enough. I mean, if to you they're close enough, I think they'd be different for me. But it depends. Dreamland 3 is really that high for you, man. I'm sorry I didn't like it as much. I did not like it. I think it's fine. But I'm sorry that I didn't enjoy it as much as, like, many people do. And I know, and stylistically it's nice, but I kind of thought it was like, I get it, you have the friends, whatever. Fucking who cares? Friends? I don't care. Friends? What are those? I never knew those. I never had friends before. It was a new experience for me. They taught me about friendship. They taught me about love. I never knew love. I was a man on a mission and I couldn't get distracted. Friends and family were distracted from the mission, so I got rid of them. But you know something? I feel a little bit different. I almost wonder if there's a potential loss in my life. But then I think about the mission again and I go over and say, I had sacrifices to make. Yes, indeed, sacrifices to make. But that's okay in the end. I don't know what this bit is. I'm sorry. I don't know who this man is. I just made up a guy. But anyways, so TD, Triple Deluxe, Return to Dreamland Deluxe, or Return to Dreamland. I don't know the Deluxe. Superstar, SA, Sonic Adventure, SA, Sonic Adventures, SA, Sonic Adventures, Screw Attack, Schmuck Attack, Sping Attack, Split Attack, Star Allies, thank you. 64 Squeak Squad, DL2, DL1. I guess I think DL2 and DL3 are closer together than, like, they are. And I like 64. I don't know. Do I like 64 over 2? Maybe. I actually really enjoyed playing 64, despite some of the stupid puzzles. But I don't think it was as bad as 2. I didn't like... I'm gonna be honest, people crow about the fusion of power-ups in 64. I don't care about it. I don't think it's that good. I think it's fine. But, like, or whatever, but I don't really care. But the game itself was fun. I liked the cinema of it. It had, again, some of the same flaws that Dreamland 2 and 3 all have. All those games have very similar design philosophies and aspects, which I think most people could recognize. And there's nothing wrong with that if, you know... God, I hate this. It's revolting. Amazing Mirror's missing. Put it with SA in the gang. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how I feel. And again, I still haven't played Superstar again. And that's going to be different from Superstar Deluxe or whatever the fuck it's called. Like, that is different. Lest we forget that is a different... It's a remake. And I like the remake. The remake's good. It added extra modes. It added modern Kirby-nisms. So there's a chance that, like, I'll play Superstar and I'll be like, man, this isn't as good as I remember. Because it's different. It's absolutely possible. And I'll be, like, a little sad. I'm playing horribly today, by the way. If anyone's, like, here to actually watch me play Mario with, like, a level of quality heretofore unseen, I'm sorry. It's not working out in your favor. The odds were never in your favor. It's a jabber away. Come jabber away, come jabber away. Come jabber, yeah. Are you not dead yet? That was like 3 hits, there we go. Most of my entries considered deluxes in their spawns. That's the one thing where I'm gonna have to figure out whether or not they're different enough to be considered differently or similarly. Because some are more like enhanced ports with new modes and stuff. But some of them play very differently, and I think it's mostly the old ones to new. Like going from Super Nintendo to DS. Cactus! Sorry, I thought that was in the background. But like going from the Superstar to DS version Superstar, those might play very differently. Same way as like Nightmare Before Dreamland plays NES to GBA. It's like those play more differently than just like a port. What the fuck is that? What is that? Yo, what the fuck what is this creature? It's horrible. It's ugly. Sorry, it's a little rude. My first thought, maybe it's Kirby on the brain, but it was the Poochie. Or Yoshi, I guess. But it's like a really fucking, like, it's like realistic Poochie. What are you? Oh, I hate you. Oh, you're a fucking horrible hammer bro, aren't you? I don't know. I mean, I guess the plan. The plan is to play all of the Kirby games. I have played Kirby 1, 2, 3, and 64 on stream. And Forgotten Land, actually. I played about all of those. I keep thinking those cactuses are in the background. They really look like background objects to me for some reason. Something about their presence doesn't look like they should be foreground elements. I'm getting closer. I don't know. I guess the next one would be Superstar. I'm just not playing Adventure. I could play Adventure. I know I would struggle near the end, because oddly enough, I found that game... That was when I was younger. I found that game a little hard. I would rather play that with the remake version. So that's why I'm kind of like biding my time for when it comes to GBA. I mean, I played them before. I mean, on stream. This is purely talking about, like, revisiting every game on stream. But we'd have to see. I like seeing streams of myself and seeing just memories. Again, I've talked about it before, but it's the saddest thing that I don't have the VOD of when I played Tears of the Kingdom finale. It's like an 8-hour stream where I played the finishing... I did, like, the Spirit Temple, and did all... I got the mech, and then I beat the entirety of, like, that game. The ending of it, and it was, like, the whole ending sequence. And I have none of that. I don't know what happened to it. Just didn't save it in time, I guess, but, like, I was so sad. I wish I had that. You were there! It was a good stream. Oh my god. For this fan game, by the way, it does a good job of emulating the idea that each level in Wonder has a fucking different gimmick. It's like, it like maxed out on variety. Which I like variety in video games, it's fun. Big fan of variety in games. That's why I like Superstar so much. Again, streaming is an excuse for me to play through entire series of games and be caught up. That's why I did Pikmin. You look at Half-Life. You look at Metal Gear. Solid.
Resident Evil.
But who knows? I'll probably play that sooner rather than later. I can finally play a game with Leon in it if I play RE2. Yeah. You know, there's still the Bellabel Park part of this. You wouldn't have a copy of the VOD, why would you? Unless you were, like, just coincidentally recording it. People used to do that. I know people used to record everything they watched. People have, like, oh, I have this old VOD of Vine Sauce from 2010. It's like, why? I guess people do that. But no, I don't think you... I guess I'm just calling you a liar. I mean, yeah, if you did have it, sure. For all you watched the VHS, I understand. So you would... That's so ridiculous that obviously it's not true. But some people do that. That's why I'm like, some people actually do. Just record old streams for no reason, despite... I mean, it's... I guess they don't do that in the modern era, because why would you know? Why would you do that now? You don't need to. Do you know what you are and... Do y'all know what you are an idiot is? Have I mentioned before... I know you're lying. But have I mentioned that I am a gullible person? Hey, it's a hoppy cat. Oh my god. I mentioned that I don't want to say that I'm gullible as much as I'm just very trusting that people are going to tell me the truth. And not lie to me. And combine that with text chat where you can't, like, see intention, and I'm more likely to just be like, oh, you're... Oh. Oh. I mentioned it the other day when I was watching... I was supposed to stream yesterday, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't stream. I was watching Teo's stream. Fucking monkey games. But someone tried to scam me yesterday. at the fucking at my weird farmer's market grocery store that's like a Vietnamese? Nam De Moon. And it's the kind of thing where it's like, maybe he was, like, a part of me is like, what if he was actually needing my help, and I just fucking turned him down? But it's a guy, like, drives up to me as I'm walking to my car, rolls down the window, and is like, hey, man, where you from? I'm from Canada. He's not from Canada. He had a strong, like, Mexican accent. He's like, I'm from Canada. Can you help me? And he tries to hand me a gold ring. I'm like, this isn't fucking legit. It's like, I might be gullible and trusting, but I know this, whatever this guy's trying to get me to do, I know it's not something I want to do. It's like, no, man, I'm good. No, I'm okay. But it was still like, what? What's going on? Unusual thing to happen. Yahoo! Talk about the virus? What, idiot? Oh, you are an idiot. Ha ha ha. Yeah, okay, the virus. We have to specify. You can't just say, do you know what you are an idiot is? People do VHS for copyright legality stuff? What? What do you mean people still do VHS for copyright legality stuff? What are there certain things that can't be recorded, but people can get around it by using VHS? I feel like there's other ways of getting around that. Like, for example, could I not use a capture card and capture a screen that is like playing a movie or something and then record it? Actually, I don't know. Maybe if it's like a not like quality capture card or a modded one. Like, I guess VHS probably works in a similar capacity, but I feel like that is not a good way of doing it in the modern day. I don't want a VHS rip of like the fucking Minecraft movie or something. But maybe it's a good quality. I don't know. Like, and VHS is not a high quality format. It's like tape. That's why some people are like, why is tape? Why do people want tapes? And it's because people want a physical thing and they think it's neat. I get the idea of it. But tape is a terrible format. It decays really badly. Like, I can at least understand vinyl is something that doesn't really decay very well. It is a stable and strong format. But, like, tape. Fuck, that shit's terrible. It's awful. It's not a good way of hearing music at all. And the movie version of VHS is kind of similar. That is interesting, though. I mean, if I could, I would. I think it would be fun to have a VHS recorder. Fuck, I still wish I had a VHS player. I used to have a little TV, like, this high, this big, with an inbuilt tape player in it. I wish I still had it. I would love to have it, but I don't know what happened to it. No idea. Ow! Again, once I get to a certain point in this when I realize I'm not beating this, I gotta jump ship and go to the fucking Bellabel Park section, which is the new stuff. Again, this was released a while ago, but this extra edition was obviously added for the DLC in this game, which seems fun. I don't know. What is Nintendo? Okay, I guess the next thing Nintendo's actually releasing that I give a shit about is Tomodachi Life. I hate you, copycats. I know I'm playing it poorly, but... Cave Song isn't it? What would you prefer? What if there's lyrics? Would that make it better? I am Mario. I am Mario. Wait, that's just Flood from fucking Sunshine. I thought about playing Super Mario Eclipse, by the way, which is someone basically made a custom campaign with 120 stars for Sunshine. But a part of me is like, do I really want to play Sunshine, of all things? And if I'm not gonna, like, play properly enough of it, like, I can't get the full experience of Mario Eclipse if I don't sit down and actually play through it, not just do, like, a shine's worth. Mario, it's me, Mario. You were my friend. I mean, you were kind of just like a piece of equipment. Yo, Flood, you were just a fucking AI. Fuck you, you're not real. Nobody likes you, Flood. You don't listen. That's when Flood goes,
Since when were you the one in charge?
and Flood turns on Mario and starts sending him shooting everywhere. Oh my god, Flood. Sorry. And his water power is this jet propulsion so strong it starts decaying the world. Maybe you can play Eclipse in normal days. No, I thought about that's the thing. If I was gonna play Eclipse, it'd be kind of a thing. Like I can play longer Mario fan games. It wouldn't just be a Mario Monday thing. It would be a full thing. But I'd have to be in the mood to play Sunshine. A part of me just wants to replay Sunshine. Like, just Sunshine. That's a game I've only played once. And despite having a couple of old VODs of it, where I did stream it, a part of me is like, what if I play it again? What if I'll like it more the second time? You know, this time I could play it with the GameCube controller, which I didn't play through originally, because it didn't exist on the Switch. So it might be different. Maybe I'll enjoy it more with the actual GameCube controller. Maybe that'll be enough of a difference for me to like it more. I don't think so, but you know, we'll see. Again, I mean, I say that I think you should play Ocarina of Time with an actual N64 controller, or at least something that mimics the actual N64 controller. I think it's actually just it's how it's designed, right? So perhaps I would like Sunshine more if I played it with the intended control methodology. Oh my god. I don't know. I hate myself. I mean, I know you played it first, most people played it first on GameCube. I didn't have it for GameCube. I didn't play it until I played it on the Switch, when they had it on the collection. That was the very first time I ever played Sunshine. So part of me is like, what if I just replay it? What if I just play it again, I stream Sunshine on Switch and see if I can enjoy it again. Because again, it is one of those ones. It's a game where I feel bad that I don't like it. Like, it's not even like, oh, whatever. It's a game where it's like, I wish I liked it. I actually feel bad that I don't like it. Which is stupid, but it's a very well-loved, interesting game in the series. But I just didn't find it fun. I didn't like the way it controlled. I hated a lot of the levels. I don't like a lot of the shines at all. And I hated that they made you do so many of them. You never played more than a couple hours on N64? Wait, played what? More than a couple hours on N64, if I might ask. But I don't know, maybe I will do that. Maybe when it's time for Mario. I mean, I should probably prioritize playing, like, Mario Galaxy 2. Perchance. Which it was a game I've owned and played. I actually owned it on Wii U, technically, but I never beat that one. So that would be a 3D Mario game I've not finished. That would be good to stream. Ocarina of Time. Again, my experience is I don't remember where I first beat Ocarina of Time. Like fully on my own, because it's such a smattering and a hodgepodge of playing it at daycare, bits and pieces randomly, maybe restarting or playing someone else's file, playing it at my cousin's house and he had the GC version. Playing a bunch of that there. Eventually picking it up for myself to own. And when was that? When did I first beat and finish Ocarina of Time? I actually don't know. As crazy as that sounds. Oh, I see. So I thought we were still talking about Sunshine. But, I mean, I'm sure there's ways I clearly enjoyed it with GameCube. But it's something about the control scheme, and maybe it's more just modern controllers. Like trying to play it on the Switch is like, oh god, this sucks on Switch. When you don't have the 4 buttons and you have to use the stick. Using the C buttons with the stick is terrible. Sorry, but it is. It's awful, man. You don't want to have to press the C buttons on Ocarina of Time using the stick. Oh my god, let me leave this fucking level. So any system that has you do that sucks. I don't like it. I think it's weird. I want those to be buttons. They're meant to be buttons. Although if I actually look, I have... Where's the GameCube controller? It is. I have both of these. Yeah, I guess it, like, if you actually compare these two, right? Got stick, got stick. You got B and A, blue and green, and this one's red and blue. So those, the B and A's line up. Then you have X, Y, and Z, which I guess would be some of the C buttons, and then there's a fourth one. I don't know what that would be. Don't know. Like, it almost could work, and you could almost maybe use, like, L and R as some of the C buttons if you wanted to, but then they're not, like, aligned. Or you use this. I will say this probably works better than a typical one because it's notched. The fact that the C button on the GameCube controller has notches makes it easier for it to just go in a specific direction. Then you can treat it as like a fucking... Like, you can treat it as a button a bit easier. Fucking cactus eyes. Why are we listening to, like... What the fuck? Yo, when did... What? That's why, I guess. Shy Guys. Or Spear Guys, I guess they're known as in Yoshi. I mean, but no, I'm sure I didn't play Ocarina of Time always with an N64 controller. Because I know my cousin had it on GameCube, and I definitely played it there. And my memory of the game was, I was playing it at my cousin's house, not that I'm playing it with the controller shit. But nowadays, I do find it a little weird trying to play Ocarina of Time on Switch when I'm not using the actual controller. However, I still do it. And I still enjoy it. And I still like Ocarina of Time regardless, so it doesn't actually bother me that much if I'm trying to play it, like, portably or whatever. And sometimes I'll just boot up the game because I just want to play through it a little bit. But... And we're talking about minute differences here. Like, we're talking about... Would I like it a little bit more with the intended control method versus not? I would still like it regardless. And maybe that's the same thing with Sunshine, where it's like, okay, playing it with the actual controller is not going to make me hate the game. You know, it's not going to make me fucking... Or rather, it's not going to make me love the game. Like, maybe it'll make it a little bit better. Maybe it'll control better. Maybe the analog controller, analog triggers or whatever would make it feel a little better than I had played it originally. But would it make me suddenly love the game? Probably not, right? It's probably not going to make such a big difference that I'm going to be, like, changing my tune. But who knows? Maybe there's an aspect of I'll know the game better. I'll know Sunshine a little bit more than I did before. And I would find it more fun that way, but somehow I don't see it. Half of my memory is doing challenge rooms, and the other half is doing levels that were just fucking really obnoxious and frustrating. And controlling Mario wasn't very fun. I've talked myself into replaying Sunshine. I don't know what's wrong. How have I done this? What's wrong with me? What's wrong? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? That's not a good idea. I don't know. Maybe people people might want to watch me, and they can tell me what I'm missing and how I can do things better. But again, it could just be personal preference. But no, point being, if I was going to do Eclipse... Look at the hitbox for this fucking guy, dude. It's terrible. If I was going to do Eclipse, it would have to be like a full set of streams. But it is a big investment to play a game that is the size of actual Sunshine. 120 stars, although I don't know how many you need. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, stupid ass mother... I hate these hitboxes. It does not mean I have to do every star. I'm assuming I don't have to beat like 120 stars to beat the game. But that is basically a full-length Mario game. And it also probably is harder than Mario, because it's probably expecting you to be like... I mean, it's a ROM hack, right? It's a fan campaign. Even unintentionally, that's the kind of shit that expects you to, like, know the game. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna need to know Sunshine. Because sure as hell, the people making a ROM hack of Sunshine to give it new levels are gonna know that game inside and out. They're gonna know it really well. And I just won't be good enough. Oh, I hate why these guys are slippery. Oh, it's the weird, like, flower hat? Oh, I have fucking rocks. What? What the fuck? Yo, fucking train? Killed me. But yeah, there's plenty of stuff. There's a lot of, like, actual full-length ROM hacks of Mario. Whether it's, like, a 2D game or a 3D one for, like, 64. Like Star Road, which is an old one. That's Skelix. Classic Mario 64 ROM hack, back when it was starting to get really, really big and popular, and they got the new tools and stuff. What I recall being the first notable full-length campaign for 64 was Star Road. And that's kind of a thing where it's like, I could play that full thing. I just have to be willing to be like, I'm going to play Mario 64 as a series, which I've done already. I did it with Mario in the Multiverse. But it's not something I do often. It's something that I would also do with other series. It doesn't have to be just Mario. I could do it with like a Zelda campaign. It also doesn't have to be Nintendo. I've thought about doing like, I want to do Half-Life maps, whether Half-Life 1 or Half-Life 2. Although I guess Half-Life 2 is more common. The problem is it doesn't always feel easy, oddly enough, to like do it. Ooh, what? What the fuck? There was a secret up there. What is this? Oh, it's the Wonder. Fuck yeah, dude. I do want to do Half-Life maps. And there's Half-Life campaigns, dude. I mean, what other games get a lot of fan content? Nintendo games tend to do that a lot, and you talk about Mario and or Zelda. But like, what other non-Nintendo IPs get a lot of fan games? Sonic, I guess, is a good one. Sonic is a one where that traditionally. I don't know if that means ROM hacks as much as it means actual fan games, but I guess I'm kind of thinking of more like a lot of custom maps or ROM hacks, mods. Doom is another one. So I guess a lot of shooters. So Half-Life and Doom are probably shining examples of games that have a big, thriving community of people making content. Doom, I mean, I'm surprised I forgot about Doom. Doom is probably the #1. Like, fucking forget Mario World. Doom probably overtakes Mario World in terms of amount of custom fan maps and creations. Probably, right? I mean, I think that's a probably safe assumption. I don't know what else would top it. And I'm disincluding stuff that is intended to be that. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, Mario Maker, Gmod. I mean, because Gmod is different from Half-Life. It is just a separate standalone thing. Well, I think the thing that has the biggest amount of fan creations is Roblox. No, Roblox is a creator tool. Fuck you. I think Minecraft, because there's a lot of Minecraft maps people make. You know what? Actually, I could consider Minecraft. Because Minecraft, it's not just about like people making worlds. People make and have made adventure maps for Minecraft for a long time. And those are custom maps that you have to mod into the game. Those aren't like, that isn't just like, oh, it's a ha ha ha, I made a Mario Maker level. No, it's literally custom map. A lot of times they have custom logic that they've tried to do, even if they're just using the in-game tools. It's still custom, and then some are even more enhanced. Sometimes they rely on mods, if you so choose. So yeah, Minecraft maps probably up there. Is there a lot of fan maps and fan content for Bethesda stuff? Like, I'm trying to think of like Fallout or Skyrim. There might be mods, but I'm trying to think of like, I am thinking more maps than mods, and for most cases, like a Half-Life 2 map pack. Not necessarily like a mod showcase. I guess that blurs the lines, because if I'm talking about a Mario map might have custom power-ups or mechanics, and that's equivocable of a mod, right? Basically, a mod and a map. I guess it has to be either a map or a map with a mod. But it can't be just a mod. It can't just be I'm playing like the normal game with something added. It has to have new maps. It has to have like a new adventure, either whether big or small. I think that's the key crucial part in that. Like, oh, it's Mario 64, but Mario's got a hat on. Okay, that's not the same as we have a new campaign for Mario 64 with 120 new stars. That's, you know. Go do Bellabel Park. Wait, you think I'm not gonna beat this? You think I'm not gonna succeed? Oh, I just fucking exited out. I guess there's no menu. Oh god, I have to fucking resize this shit again. Yeah, there we go. It's probably the right size. But yeah, I've been wanting to play Half-Life stuff for a while. Bellabel. This is only a demo, I think, by the way. Where it's not full, but knowing my skill level at this, it's a. Listen, I can complain about hitboxes and I can complain about the way it controls, but I can also just say I'm not very good. We'll see if this compares in any capacity to the new updates for Bellabel Park. Take the key. Okay. Yes, as far as I know, the main meat of the single-player challenges... Fanto! The main meat of single-player in Bellabel is just challenges. There's like 120 challenges or something. And you get to fight the Koopalings. From my current understanding, and I feel like they've shown off a little bit of like, no, there's levels. I don't know if that's true. Like, I saw like a 2-second teaser at the end of one of their directs being like, look, level. Like what looked like a normal level select thing in Mario Wonder base game, but it was new. I don't know if they've showed that off ever since, or if that was like me mistaking it for something else. Or if that was the challenges. Fuck. This, by the way, this came with Joy to Key, but I didn't feel like fucking around with Joy to Key. I'm not a Joy to Key user, I've never properly done it. I know it's not that complicated, but it's like, oh god, I have to set my... I fucking hate Joy to Key. Just give me controller support, please. Don't make me have to fucking set up my controller to do, like, keyboard inputs. I don't fucking... Just make it... And I don't know what they made this game in, what fucking engine they did. Because it's weird. It's strange. I mean, good on them for using an engine of an interesting ilk. Probably very old school. But at the same time, it's like, I just want controller support. What? Oh, what the huh? Yeah, Fanto. It's funny how much stuff from Mario 2... Well, that's a... I know... Okay. I didn't think those very obvious spikes were spikes. I thought they were, like, pyramids, and I thought it was out of... weird in this aesthetic. It's like, why are the pyramids? But whatever. It's my own fault. I'm a moron. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm a moron. No, I don't like Joy to Key. Sorry. Fuck you. I'm sure it was a useful tool back in the day, and I mean, I knew about it. I'm sure I had it installed in the past, but, like... You got roped into playing Fire Red on Switch 2. Those are the ones on the Switch, right? I forgot. There was... I was like, was it Emerald? Was it Emerald? No, in Ruby and Sapphire? No, it was Fire Red and Leaf Green, wasn't it? I mean, a part of me still wants to buy it, because I think those are games I would like. And for a first-time player, I'm sure I would enjoy it. So, I mean, there's a part of me that's like, what if I stream Fire Red? What if I stream Fire Red? And what if I do that? I'm not going to. I just fucking, like... I'm good on Pokemon for a little while. If I was going to stream a Pokemon game, the only Pokemon game worth my money right now is Pokopia. And I very barely resisted the urge to play it. I wasn't joking, by the way, when I said that when I had my button, I had my finger over the buy button. I had the eShop open, and Pokopia selected, and I was like 2 seconds away from buying Pokopia, and then I took my finger off the button. If my impulse was a little different, I would be playing it right now. I might even be doing it on stream. It was very close. Wow! Your brother wanted to do... I gotta drink. I need water. Your brother wanted to do trades. Well, that's nice. And my sister wasn't really a big gamer as a kid. We both got DSs at the exact same time. Ironically, one of the games that she really liked was a game of mine that I bought with my own money that she borrowed from me without me asking and would take it from me when I wanted to play it. Which was The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. She loves that game. Which I can appreciate her for playing a game that I like. Talking about, you know, childhood sibling bonding. I hate you, little fucker who walk around. Give me that. It's gone. Get me out of here. Oh, that's troll. Good for you to wait to Tomodachi. I mean, I just knew I wouldn't have... There's other games I still haven't beaten fucking Xenoblade X. Every once in a while, I get into it and play a bunch of it, and then I, like, take a break. But it is like a fucking 100-hour, 200-hour RPG. And the fact that I'm just doing every quest that I see and not just, like, being... Like, if I wanted to beat it and just beat it, I could have beaten it. But I'm not just wanting to beat it. I want to play it. And I'm getting, like, more mechs. And getting even more side characters. And getting affinity for all these characters. And getting all the side stories and shit. And can I have that, and then Xenoblade 2, and then Xenoblade 3, and then Dragon Quest, and then fucking Tomodachi. I have all these games. That I could play, that I own, that I haven't touched. I can't buy Pokopia. Doesn't matter how much I want it. Doesn't matter how good it is. I have to have some level of self-control. And I can't just say, well, we'll do it eventually. I'm not going to beat a single challenge, am I? I'm going to give half of the game credit for not being too bad. It doesn't feel terrible to play, I don't think. So I will give myself shit for being terrible. Right now. Worse than usual, even. But also, I'll catch myself being like, wow, my eyes, like, unfocused for a second, and I wasn't, like, looking at the screen fully. My brain fogged over. Can I tell you that I'm actually kind of... I mean, I was already excited for Tomodachi Life, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, that's soon. I'm actually really excited for that. My thing right now is, like, I don't know how I'm going to stream it. Like, is it going to be an every other day thing? And if so, how long am I going to stream it for? Like, a fucking month? Because Tomodachi Life is a thing where you could just stream it for, like, a year. You could just stream it, like, every day. You could stream it, like, every other day. For like, I could stream it every day for an hour. I could start doing 3-hour streams. And then just, you know, one of those hours is Tomodachi. If I so chose, and just have like a little bonus 2-parters. I used to do 3-hour streams. But like I don't know. I don't know, man. And then how is it gonna be for VODs if I only decide to upload those at a later point? Place this bomb inside the cannon at the end, but do not let it blow up. When in April? You're lying, April? I don't know. When does Tomodachi Life living the dream? April 16th. In about a month. I think I'm hopefully finally fucking done messing with the BIOS. Good luck. When I first built my PC, it didn't turn on. And I was like, for fuck's sake. What a disheartening thing to like build. Oh, whoa. Whoa, look at all these. Look at the fucking like big pillowy hippos. And parasoled Koopas. And when I built the PC I'm currently streaming on, it did not turn on initially. And I was freaking out. And I was like, did I put everything in correctly? Is everything set up? Did I burn something out? What happened? I think it ended up being a problem with my case, which I think is still a problem, where it's like the actual power button doesn't actually work. I had to plug it into the reset button instead. And I've just done that ever since. I've never used the reset button for anything but turning the power on. Which I guess is fine. The power button just doesn't do anything. Oh, they're the roller skate Koopas, not Parasol Koopas. It's very stressful though when it's like you spent so much money on a PC building it and then you're like it doesn't work. But yeah, April 16th, so about a month. Which reminds me, when does Pragmata come out? I still have not played a demo for it. I got to decide if I actually want to play it. But I was very interested. It seemed good. I think I would potentially stream Pragmata. It also helps, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think it's going to be like an incredibly long game. I mean, Capcom doesn't usually do like 100-hour games. They do Monster Hunter, I guess, but I mean... Pragmata seems to be a slightly cheaper title, relatively speaking. It is not like an RE9. Not that it looks bad, but it doesn't look like a, you know, most expensive game, and that's a good thing. I'm quite happy with that, actually. Oh! You should really diagnose your problems with my computer root screen and death thing when you start it from sleep. Yeah, that's a problem. I mean, I ended up, like, re-cleaning everything in my computer, which involved me, like, losing data on my drives and having to, like, reset my computer from scratch. I did some weird shit where I had to reinstall a bunch of stuff on my PC, and it was awful. But at some point, I haven't had a blue screen of death in a while. So I guess whatever I did was horrible, and I hated it, and it was an accident, but it worked at the very least. Unfortunately, I didn't lose any data, which was the biggest thing I was worried about. But, you go buy a flash drive to install Windows. Yeah, that's the one thing. We always realize, like, shit. I need to install a BIOS. Or... Oh, shit. You need to install an OS, and you don't have one? And then you have to, like, do I have to buy Windows? I'm actually going to spend money on Windows. And then you're like, ah, fuck, I guess I have to buy Windows. And then you have to find a way of installing it. And you actually need to download something and put it on your PC via flash drive. And it's like, what the fuck? But fortunately, I had a couple of random flash drives hanging around that were suitable for the task. Which was fine. Honestly, my only thing right now that I wish I had more of right now are disk drives, or storage drives. Any time in the past where I was like, oh, they're expensive, let me just get like a smaller one. I was wrong. I should have bought I should have spent like all my money and gotten like a 10 terabyte solid state drive or something. And just fucking said, fuck it. I really should have just done that instead. It's worth the money. Just do it. Don't slack on the storage space. These days, absolutely. But no, there's a lot of maintenance you can do. You can always check every single individual drive on your computer. Check your memory. Check your BIOS. Do like a fucking like memory scan. Be careful. Don't be very careful doing any of those things because you could fuck up your PC if you do it wrong. But there's a lot of things you can do to, like, check it. It's just tedious. And it's funny, like, your PC just works, and then one day it just doesn't. And shit's broken, and it's like, why? Very obnoxious to have to debug Windows. Another point in Linux's favor, I guess, although, again, people who are into Linux are a little too feisty about it. But I don't want to do it. Sorry, Linux people. You're probably right. But I don't care. Ooh, kitten. Memory check. It's a memory check. I think it's a terminal thing. There's a couple things you can do, and I think there's ways of turning on logging as well for seeing when it happens and seeing if you can capture what it is. Well, I'm a boat? It took me ages to figure it out, and I mean, sometimes it's not even things you can, like, control. Like, I think I used to get blue screens of death when I was using my 3DS capture card, and I was worried it was the capture card. Or the 3DS, and it turns out that I think it was a weird driver thing, where if I had it plugged in, and I also had my, capture card plugged in at the same time, it would cause issues. Which is good that I'm not using those for, like, they're different. And other issues where I was having blue screens if I didn't have my newer capture card plugged into a specific outlet on the back of the PC. Because, for example, if you have like a USB bar, you know, if you're adding more USB slots to your PC, that can cause problems if it's in the wrong slot. And apparently, even if both slots look the same, sometimes they might be different, depending on if they have different power and different standards. there is a way of checking all of your USB slots and being like, okay, this is format 0.25 USB. This one is format 0.79 USB. I should be using 0.72 or 5, whatever. There's a lot of stupid shit like that where it's like, okay, they all look the same. Excluding, like, you know, blue ones and, you know, 3.0 and 2.0. Even 2.0s are like, no, this one's different. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean they're different? You don't tell me they're different. How am I supposed to know they're different? How come this one is better? How come this one's worse? But yeah, so there's always stuff like that where it's just random. Don't you love the computer? I kind of do. I genuinely, gonna be honest, I kind of like the PC for that reason. It's very frustrating, but it's very fun that you have this machine that like is cantankerous and weird, prone to issues, but you can kind of just mess with it. It's got all these weird, you know, oddities and eccentricities. It makes it likable, while also being fucking horrendously annoying. And maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the only person who could find charm in frustration like that.
If it all worked, then where would the fun be?
Guys, I can't believe they turned this into an auto runner. You did it. I did. These are fun. These are fun challenges. They're unique and they're novel and they're weird. And interesting. So scary. Oh, it's big ass castle. Find the exit before time runs out. Did I talk about the Apple computer that came out recently that was like $500 and everyone's crowing it's fucking sucking its D? Slobbing on its knob, doing the suck cock fallacy. Seems like a good option. R? R. Oh, I'm dead. That seems like a good deal. The only problem is that I wouldn't be able to just run an exe properly because it's, you know, Windows. Now, for me and my purposes is R, I would be hesitant. Elefante. R. Not R, okay. Oh, is R for reset and not for, like, spelling an like...
Ooh, I was like, R, what is it gonna spell? It's gonna be some weird cryptic text.
No, it's just a reset, isn't it? You know, I did notice that you actually do walk slower as Elephant Mario. Elefante Mario. A little bit. I mean, they did a good job with the power-ups in this and some of the unique eccentricities. They did a good job here emulating the idea of Mario Wonder in oh my god, in ye olden days. I gotta give it a lot of credit despite my frustrations. My frustrations being, I am bad at this, not that it's bad. The only thing I would complain about is I kind of wish there was more Mario Wonder music in here. Not that it's the greatest soundtrack of all time or anything, but I remember some of it. Which is an achievement. And the main theme as well, obviously, like, is good. Like, it was good. This sounds like a thing from other genres. It kind of does. It doesn't really sound like Mario, does it?
Like this song sounds really familiar to me.
I don't know why. Oh, it's these motherfuckers. Yeah, I mean, this probably is from an art. This might be like Final Fantasy Adventure music or something. Oh, Mario! Or something like that, I don't know. It's that part right there that really fucking sounds like something I should know, and I don't know why. Yo, I don't have a fucking elephantitis power-up. Dude, wait, I do, never mind. I like that they're giving me a level to just use the power-up. Like, I appreciate the baseline game. This one, it feels like these levels are just better. They're more interesting, they're more novel and unique. Big respect. Okay, just go quick. Go quick! Oh, no. Please, please. Shit! Oh, no. You're running out of time! Hey, you know something? Mario had RPGs. Does Mario's RPG music sound like this? No, I don't think so. Actually, maybe it does. For all I know, there's a Mario song that's... maybe this is from Mario. Exactly, and I'm being hypocritical. I'm being like... mamby-pamby, snobby-wobby. Like, oh, fuck, shit. Fuck, eat it, shit. Fucking shit in my dick. Slip it in. Slip it out, slip it in. Let me forget. Don't you know dusting is never a sin, yeah. Okay, I'm out of time, actually. I'm not doing this. I'm officially out of time. I have 20 seconds left, so not officially, but like, essentially officially, because there's no feasible way to do this in the amount of time I have. Waiting. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm gone. Don't you know that I'm here and not gone? But when you come with me and you'll see that you're with me. Oh, haha. Classic ROM hack issue, reset pipes and time levels. It's very fun, isn't it? It's like, oh no, you got plenty of time, except you have a limited amount of time. You actually don't have much time at all, really. You know something? They got generative AI these days. Do they have degenerative AI? What would that even be? What is... okay, generative builds is creative, or creating things. Not creative, it's not creative, but it's like... But degenerative is... what is that? Like, if you're a degenerate, does that mean you're just not built... you're destroying things? Like you're just... like a degenerative... a degenerative condition degenerates, it destroys. So degenerative AI destroys things? I'm trying to think of something comical related to be like, oh, like Kane. Kane's a degenerative AI because he's a fucking degenerate. Doesn't make any sense. My thought didn't coalesce into anything of worth. Can he die? That's just regular AI. I guess you're right. God, you fucker. Let me die. Let me die. Let me flee away to the sky. I'm afraid that I can't be free, 'cause you are here with Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Yo, move. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh! Oh no. That's the sound effect that means time is running out.
Yo, push that block, motherfucker. Yeah, push it. Push it real good.
Do I want that? Why would I want that? Oh, that's why I want that. What am I, stupid? I'm so stupid. They gave me... okay, why would I even consider the fact that if they gave me a P block that I wouldn't want to fucking press it? What am I, stupid? Like, that's just like, no shit they want you to use it, idiot. You are an 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 idiot. Oh my, what the, oh! Why, no! Shit, he was gonna help me and I didn't. So this music is drilling its way into my fucking brain. I am an idiot. We are idiots, but that's okay because don't you know? Okay, so I don't want you to die because, well, thank you, my friend. Oh, I don't know how that was meant to work. No. Yo, okay, either kill me or fuck me, but like, don't like. I guess you did fuck me, actually. Wow, I never expected to die from a soft lock. That's all. Imagine being soft locked in real life and you're just stuck until you die. That's pretty awful. It'd be like being a character and if your mind was put into a video game, but you were real, and then everybody you knew, all your friends whose names you couldn't remember, all died, and then you were just stuck there wandering around for for years and years and years, being the only living creature in this fake world, until someone else comes out of nowhere. Haha, I was just speaking like, you know, I don't know what that would be in reference to, but you know, I just figured I would say words. Definitely random. That was Bellabel challenge. There's probably way more challenges. I don't know if it's actually just hard or if I'm actually just bad in the. But I think I might just be bad in this. I don't want to give it shit for being like. Also, I don't know why this logo makes me think of Granddad. Hi. About to end the stream. No, he's doing the Mamba. Yeah, you're right. But this was actually fun. Despite your directions, despite my inadequate levels of playing ability, I do think it was fun. Um, and I think it's worth people's time just to see what else is there. Again, it's a creative thing, a cool thing someone created. Uh, and there's some flaws in it. I'm not gonna just be someone who's gonna shit on someone else's creation though. So despite its flaws, I think it's still neat. God, my back itches. It was fun because if it's not fun, why bother? Yeah, that was Mario Monday. I'll be back tomorrow playing Link to the Past, which I'll finish this week. Either in one stream or in two. I'll definitely finish it this week. Thanks for watching, though. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.